Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, my students. How are you today? I hope you're fine. Alhamdulillah, I am fine too. We can meet together. Don't forget to say basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And today we discuss about permission, probation, obligation, no obligation. Okay, start number 1 before good. When we want to express permission, probation, not allowing something, obligation or no obligation, we use modal verb. Okay, you can see that. Number 1, permission. You can use can, may, and could. Can is the most often used to ask for or give permission, but may and could are also possible even though they are not used as often as can. Okay, you can see the example. Can I borrow a pen? Could I open the window? Might I ask a question? Okay, I think you understand about that. Okay? Now, okay, number 2. I will discuss about probation. You can see the meaning. What is probation? Probation, there are 2. You can use can and mustn't. Can and mustn't are used to show that something is prohibited, not allowed. For example, I give you example, you can read that. Okay, number 1. You can't go into that restaurant without a tie. Number 2. You can't drive in this country unless you are overacting. And last, you mustn't use your phone in class. Okay, I give you explanation. Can usually gives the idea of something that is against the rule, and mustn't usually means that it is the speaker who is setting the rule. I think you understand about probation. Okay, next, number 3. This is about obligation, and you can see the meaning. Obligation, you can use have to and must. Have to and must are both used to express obligation. There is a slight difference in the way that they are both used. Okay, I give you explanation. Have to shows that the obligation comes from someone else, not the speaker. This is usually referring to a rule or law. For example, we have to be at the airport at least 2 hours before the flight. Next, number 2 example, I have to work on Saturday. Next, number 3, they have to wear their uniforms at school. I give you an explanation. Must shows us that the obligation comes from the speaker. I give you example. Number 1, I must hand in my thesis by tomorrow. Number 2, I really must call my parents. I think you understand about obligation. Okay, here is an example of the difference between have to and must. I will give you example. My doctor said that I have to stop smoking or I'll risk serious problems. I have no choice. And the next, I must stop smoking. It's costing me too much money. It's my decision. We use don't have to show that there is no obligation. You can do something if you want, but it is not an obligation. For example, you don't have to wear a tie to go to that restaurant, but it would be nice. And number 2, you didn't have to call for me. I could have got a taxi. Number 3, students don't have to wear uniforms to school. Okay, in the material, materi dan soal exercise asking and giving permission for the accurate. Pada kehidupan sehari-hari, kalian pasti pernah meminta izin kepada seseorang untuk meminjam sesuatu atau ketika kalian membutuhkannya. Kalian pastinya meminta itu dengan sopan. Permintaan izin dalam bahasa Inggris disebut dengan permission. Nah, asking and giving permission berarti meminta dan memberi izin. Sekarang mari kita lanjut simak contoh-contoh berikut. Okay, I'll give you examples. We start. Would you mind if I sit here? Shall I bring you a pillow? Can I do the thesis for you? Shall I help you with your project? Can I borrow your book, please? Would you mind if I ask you something? Might I bring my phone to school? Might I go out tonight, Mom? Is it okay if I turn off the TV? Can I keep the dog, Mom? And this is about if you giving permission, you can say, yes, please. Sure. Go ahead. Absolutely sure. Yes, please do. And no problem. And how to refusing permission? You can say, no, sorry. No, you can't. No, please don't. I think you should not do it. No, I think it's impossible. Okay, I give you example about the dialogue asking and giving permission. Helen told me you've got a new book. What book is it? It's about reformation. I'll finish it tonight. Might I borrow it? Sure, you have to eat before I go to the college tomorrow morning. Do you mind if I return it on Thursday? Not at all. You can return it anytime. I have some other interesting books. You can see them. Well then, might I borrow more than one book and return them on Monday or Tuesday? No problem. But don't lend them to anybody else. Of course not. I mean, one can borrow the books with my permission. I understand. You are really a nice person. I think it's enough. You can understand. So I hope you understand one by one. So don't forget, say Hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Okay, see you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.